How do you breathe when your kid whispers through tears, "Mom's husband did this to me"? 37,000 feet over Pakistan. Classified airspace. No signals allowed. I lived by those rules until my sat phone buzzed like the universe decided to break protocol for me alone. I answered without thinking. "Mr. Carter, this is Dr. Lanning. Your son is here. Broken arm. Partial thickness burns. He says your wife's new husband hurt him after he refused to call him dad." Then I heard it, my boy crying behind the doctor's voice, soft, scared, holding it in the way kids do when they've already tried to scream. The line cut. The cockpit door opened. My co-pilot stood there, jaw locked. "Your mission is scrubbed. Stealth Hawk is ready. Go." I didn't argue, didn't breathe. I just moved. The war I used to fight overseas wasn't distant anymore. It was waiting in a hospital bed wearing my son's blood and burns. We landed before dawn. My mind clicked into that same cold, mechanical focus I'd used walking through charred villages. Except this time, the destroyed life wasn't a stranger's. It was my child. In the ER, the nurse saw my face and didn't bother asking questions. She led me straight to him. He was asleep, cast climbing up his arm, bandages running across his ribs, lips split, a bruise spreading under one eye. I had seen wounded soldiers look less beaten. When the doctor stepped aside, I moved closer. "Tell me the truth." "He begged us not to call your wife." I didn't respond. I signed the papers, lifted my boy, felt him cling to me with the kind of trust kids save for moments when the world stops making sense. He didn't ask a single question on the way home. He just held my sleeve like letting go might hurt more. She was waiting at the apartment, trying to smile, trying to look like she had control of any piece of this. "I didn't know they'd call you," she whispered. I stared at her. "Where is he?" "What? Who?" "Your husband." Her silence broke faster than any excuse she could have tried. I put my son to bed, made him toast, stayed with him until sleep finally took him. Then I opened my laptop. I wasn't guessing anymore, I was hunting. I went through everything: call logs, iCloud backups, deleted photos, emergency attempts. 2 missed 911 calls from my son's phone. And her message to Brent the next morning: "He keeps calling Alex his real dad. I'm tired of fighting." Those burns weren't clumsy. They were a message delivered through my kid. For 2 days, I mapped every piece of their lives. Receipts, GPS pings, social media check-ins. Brent wasn't impulsive. He was controlled, neat, the kind of man who hurt without leaving fingerprints. But even clean men slip. A liquor store camera. A timestamp across town. A pharmacy receipt 30 miles away. All lining up with the exact time my son cried into a dead line. He wasn't home. She let it happen. And then she lied. Saturday morning, I took my boy to my sister's and returned alone. She was dressed like she expected forgiveness or dinner, maybe both. "You're early," she said. I set a folder on the table. She opened it. Photos, transcripts, GPS logs, screenshots. Everything she tried to bury, printed in black and white. Her face collapsed. Her shoulders sank. "You didn't hit him," I said. "You let someone else do it." She crumbled, mascara streaking down her face. I placed the second envelope beside her. Full custody. Restraining order. Cease and desist. Filed, stamped, final. She looked up at me, shaking. "You can't take him. You can't erase me." "You did that yourself." I opened the door and left it wide. Not for her. For the silence she'd have to live with now that the truth finally had a voice. That night I sat beside my son while he slept, breathing steady, small hand resting over mine. No triumph, just a quiet, heavy ending to a war I never asked for but would have fought twice over. Some wars don't need bullets. They need precision, silence, and truth that cuts clean.